Hi ladies and gentlemen, Murno Reisenberg here. First off, I'm going to start by saying my apologies for the fact that this video is a bit dim, that regarding lighting it's not as good as usual, but it's nighttime in my location, so this is artificial lighting that you're seeing, not natural lighting. So this isn't daylight, this is literally just artificial lighting, the lights in my house. The video that I'm going to be doing today is on the Goetic Spirit Agares, okay? And I'm going to read first off my website, since I wrote this article a good while ago. Let's see. This was February last year, to be exact, that I wrote this article on Agares. And then I'm going to discuss matters, because back then, since I didn't have enough experience with Agares, I didn't see it necessary to make a video. Just an article was enough. But in any case, here's the video, and let's start. The Goetic Spirit Agares, okay, here it goes. I will discuss and give information on the Goetic Spirit Agares, or Agares, however you want to pronounce it. That's your deal. Tomato, in this matter. His description in the Goetia is as follows. He maketh them to run that stand still, and bringeth back runaways. He teacheth all languages or tongues presently. He had power to also destroy dignities, both spiritual and temporal, and causeth earthquakes. So from this description in the Goetia, you can come to the conclusion, based on the description, it's medieval English, I think, or Old English at least, that Agares' specialties are to bring back runaways, or people that are missing, people that are kidnapped, or people that simply disappeared of their own accord, and to bring these people back. To teach languages and all tongues, all forms of communication, more or less, but primarily languages, and specifically had power to also destroy dignities, both spiritual and temporal. Hints at a destructive faculty. I can't exactly denote, or I can't exactly tell you what is meant by that, since I'm not completely sure. I think I had it written down somewhere, but I can't tell you for sure just by memory, out of my head. But yeah, in any case, it hints at a destructive. It hints at a destructive. It hints at destructive potential. It hints at a destructive faculty. Here you go. I invoked him for a language matter, and I did notice results. Regarding appearance, he appeared as a transparent man with orange/blue eyes. So no guy riding a crocodile like the Goetia states. I had no real issues in dealing with him, and this was a good while ago. I can't complain and don't have a lot to say. In short, I invoked him for fluency in English. His reply is, "You're already fluent, so what are you talking about?" And he is of course right, but this was the only thing I could ask him for. Agares is of a lunar nature, Cancer 3 degrees, and thusly the attributes in the Goetia are correct, more or less. He is anything but the only lunar mentioned in the Goetia. I already did examples on Paimon and Pasago, for example. I do intend on keeping Agares in mind for language fluency, in case I need that. My divinations indicate that he's good to go for that, so done is done. I was intending on working with him for learning French, but I'm keeping that on hold since it doesn't enjoy priority for me personally. So yeah, long story short, last year, in the beginning of last year, I summoned Agares because I literally just had nothing else to ask him. I told him to make me fluent in English, and his first reply was, "You're already fluent in English, so what are you talking about?" And I told him, just do what you can, okay? Even if you can improve only on a little bit, just improve on it. And I did notice results, but nothing noteworthy, okay? So if you can already speak a language, then you can't possibly make any great strides. The other thing that I had in mind, because I was planning on taking a course in French, but I saw off that indefinitely, because just for personal reasons. And yeah, my divinatory readings also told me that Agares would be able to help with that. At that stage, I was just looking for a spirit that specializes in languages, in teaching languages. To be honest, off the top of my head, Agares isn't, no offense meant to him, he knows that, but Agares isn't the top ranked spirit, nor is he the first choice, or nor would he be my first choice for learning a language or anything like that. I would, Belial is one other person that comes to mind, since I have a lot of experience and put my trust and faith in Belial. He's one of the spirits closest to my heart, to put it that way. then yeah, Belial would definitely be someone that I would think about first in this matter, specifically also since Belial is mercurial in nature, traditionally speaking, mercurial / solar, but he's a Gemini, one of the truest Geminis I've met. So yeah, Belial is definitely someone else that I would keep in mind, but that's just an example, okay? That just comes down to personal preference and based on knowledge and experience. But still, Agares is one of these spirits that I've kept in mind specifically for language proficiency. And relating to, Agares' attributes, there you guys have it already, okay? Agares is a lunar spirit. When I first read the description in the Goetic, I thought he has to be mercurial, for example, or something, because a lot of these specialties don't add up. You know, going from languages to destroying dignities and then to earthquakes, it doesn't really add up, okay, if you put it all together. But bottom line is that he is lunar, okay? Agares is a lunar spirit. He corresponds to 3 degrees in Cancer, and that's also normal since the moon deals with day-to-day occurrences. Since the moon deals with day-to-day occurrences, then yeah, Agares does have all of these things pretty much as a specialty, okay? He's also surprising like that, or the description being correct surprised me. But I thought, because I thought to myself off the bat that this can't possibly be correct. But yeah, the moon is one of those planets that covers all of these things, okay? Again, just to evaluate, okay, but let's be honest, Agares is better at some things than others. Only divination will point out, okay? If you want Agares' help in doing something, then divination will point out. But the description in any case is not wrong, based on my knowledge or based on my knowledge and experience. But the most practical thing that I would summon Agares for, based on the brief experiences that I've had with him, my readings and whatnot, I would say that if you need help learning a language as quickly as possible, or any educational matter for that fact, then yeah, Agares would be able to help you, and he would be more than happy to do so, or willing to do so. As for his other attributes, to bring back runaways, that's the same as finding missing people or objects. Destroying dignities and causing earthquakes. Let's just say that I wouldn't really count on him for those things. You can count on him, but those things are a bit far-fetched to say the least, especially earthquakes. Honestly, I would prefer, if I wanted to cause an earthquake, I would either use a Saturnian spirit or my favorite planet, a Martian spirit. I would use either spirits from Mars or Saturn, since these spirits specialize in that level of destruction and destruction in those things. In a previous video, I already discussed the matter that the most destructive planets, despite the fact that all planets have destructive potential, the traditionally destructive planets, or the planets that are the most destructive, are Mars, Saturn, and the Moon. Okay? Saturn deals with hardship and adversity from a neutral perspective. Mars deals with war, violence, and chaos. So that's a given. And last but not least, the Moon. Since the Moon deals with day-to-day occurrences, the Moon can also be used, to put it like that, to twist around these occurrences to the point where you get destruction. Okay? So let's just say trifling with day-to-day occurrences and situations can also lead to agony, which in its form is destruction. And that's what's meant by these descriptions, okay? So Agares is good for any of these descriptions, or he's good for any of these goals. If you want to destroy someone, if you want to bring back a runaway or discover something that's hidden, if you want to cause earthquakes, then yeah, Agares is worth looking into for that, okay? Because the Moon, as a lunar spirit, the Moon covers all of those things, to be honest. But let's just say it could be moderately good to superficial. It all depends on the situation and the circumstances at hand. So only a thorough divinatory reading or thorough divinatory readings will point out whether that's a possibility. But something practical and something that I already know is that Agares can help you for sure with languages. If you want to learn a new language or any educational matter or subject as quickly as possible, then yes, Agares is your man. He can help you out. The other things that Agares has told me is that he's a fallen angel. I already suspected that, and that he is from the order of Potestates. And also there are a lot of spirits in the Goetia are from the order of Potestates, something that I already knew a good while ago. But keep in mind, I haven't confirmed what he's told me, that he's fallen and from Potestates. But we can safely take his word for it, okay? Until proven otherwise. It just doesn't seem practical to actually confirm what he's saying. I just don't feel the need to do so. I trust him enough because he has no reason, honestly, no reason that I can come up with at the moment to lie about something like that. Yeah, so that is it on Agares, okay? So, shortly summarized, description in the Goetia is correct more or less, but one thing that you can definitely, or the most practical thing that you can count on him for, is mastering a new language or any form of communication, whether it be written or orally or otherwise, anything that counts as a language. Let's just put it like that. Appearance is that of a transparent being with a blue orangey tint to it, either in eye color as well as aura or both. Agares is a lunar spirit, corresponds to 3 degrees in Cancer. That 3 degrees doesn't really matter. Okay, it's all you need to know is that he's lunar. That 3 degrees specifically does not hint at anything, nothing really thorough, okay, or nothing noteworthy. And let's see. Last but not least, yes, Agares is a fallen angel, belonging, a former member of the order of Potestates. That is all that you guys need to know on Agares. That's it, shortly summarized. So now, those of you that are watching know in any case what Agares can do, and you guys have gained more knowledge on Agares, what he can do and what his capabilities are. For anyone that's seriously interested in working with Agares, okay? Truth be told, a lot of mercurial spirits look like Agares, Plowneck and Salasach, to name a few. So that's why I also, in the beginning, let's just say last year when I first thought of Agares, I summoned Agares, I think 2 years ago, even before I wrote the article. I wrote the article because I thought to myself, hey, I haven't written anything on Agares yet, so yeah, let me just write on him. But I remember when I was first in the beginning stages of my occult skill, when I was busy coming into my own in terms of skill and occult proficiency, that I summoned Agares. And yeah, I thought to myself when I first read it is that he has to be mercurial. Okay, most likely Gemini or at least Virgo. The appearance also would also give that away. Okay, since a lot of mercurial spirits are whether it be Gemini or Virgo, but more Virgo spirits, or appear as transparent, Casper looking like beings, and that's also how Agares appears. But he is beautiful to see nevertheless, okay? And yeah, that is it on Agares, so now you know. Thanks for watching, bye.